Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90. Welcome to today's video. The biggest empties ever. What? So much. I'm so proud of myself. We're going to try and quick fire this as much as we can because there is so much. I have my rustling recycling bag next to me to recycle as much of this as I can. So like I say, we're going to go through hopefully quick fire. I find that hard, and because it's so packed, I'm just going to do it in just random order. The first thing we have on the top is a body conditioner from Lush. This is the Christingle one. This is a body conditioner that you use in the shower. So I normally shave my legs, put this on, and then rinse it off again. And it's in their Christingle scent, which is a minty scent. I would repurchase it. I have repurchased this before, and I really like their body conditioners. Save your black pots because you can exchange them for face masks, which I can now do that. A couple of face masks. The first one that we have is from the Aldi skincare brand, Lacura, and this is their charcoal clearing mud mask. Now this packaging is very heavy, but there's actually not a ton of product in there, and it is just a straight up classic charcoal mud. It is exactly what it says on the tin. I like this. It had like a tingling sensation to it. It was a little bit minty in fragrance. Would I repurchase it? Probably. Not 100%, probably. It depends. I can't remember how much it was because I feel like I say I didn't get a lot of product in there because the packaging was so heavy, but I would consider it. And then I have the Kiehl's Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask with white Amazonian clay. I loved this. Now this is literally the best clay mask I have ever used in my entire life. I'm not hyping that up. It's so good. It's just a lighter type of clay. I don't know if you can see in there. It's more of a lighter grey. It applies like butter, so smooth, and it dries perfectly. It's very easy to level. So 100% I will be purchasing this in the future. I'm not sure if I've got any mud masks left, but as soon as I don't, I'm going to purchase the Kiehl's one. It's so good. I have a body scrub. This is the Well Earned Treat by Champneys in their Rewarding Sugar Scrub. The scent is Champagne Dream, and I've used a lot of the products in that summer range. It's very fruity and very light, and I would really recommend if you are out near a Champneys, I think you can get me John Lewis, you try it. The scrub was a bit of a pass for me. I like very dense scrubs, and this was not dense. So I wouldn't buy the scrub, but I would definitely recommend other things in that range. We have the Body Shop Tea Tree Squeaky Clean Scrub. Me and my husband use this together. It's not very scrubby, similar to what I just said with that body scrub. It's very sparse particles in there. The tea tree element isn't very overwhelming, so it was like a balance. It wasn't very scrubby, which was bad, but I really liked the fact that it wasn't overwhelmingly with tea tree and it didn't dry out my skin. So I'm not sure if I would repurchase it. My husband really liked it, so he may. We have a deodorant. This is the Nivea Black and White Invisible. I don't mind what brand I go for as long as it's the black and white type one. I have a dry shampoo. Now I've been trying out some other brands for brown dry shampoo because the Batiste one I can't find that well anymore. So I picked up the Cocoa Brownie Colour Dry Shampoo for brunettes by the Superdrug own brand. We got two for something like buy one get one free, and they're really nice. We're using the second bottle at the moment, so expect to see that again. I would recommend. I would say that I preferred that to the Boots own brand one. So far Superdrug is the best one. I have a facial scrub. This is the Nourish and Smoothie Oatmeal Scrub and Mask by St. Ives. I got this in a duo pack with the apricot scrub, so this is obviously not as scrubby. On the back it says it is a low exfoliation, so some people might like that. For me, I like it more exfoliating, and I don't really see how you could use that as a mask. I don't know, so I wouldn't repurchase it, but it was nice to use it. We have a eye tissue mask. This is a Garnier Nivea one. It's just the eye bag ones, and it says it's got a skin cooling effect on it with orange juice and hyaluronic acid, and 100% it did have a nice cooling motion. I did feel like my eyes, that's throwing the camera off, did feel like my under eyes were very soothed and very moisturised afterwards. So yeah, I would 100% buy it again, and if I was going out on a night out or a special occasion, I would definitely use that before applying makeup. Really actually like that a lot. We have the I Love Revolution Fixing Spray. This is their makeup fixing spray. I wouldn't repurchase this because the sprayer on it was really bad. I don't know if it's just this bottle or if it's like all of them in general, but I have repurchased a different Revolution spray, but like I say, this one, the spray was no good. I have a foaming hand soap from Bath & Body Works. We are now completely out of these, and that saddens my heart. We as a family love the foaming body hand soap so much from Bath and Body Works, and it's such a shame that we can't get them as easy. This was Fresh Pine Juniper and Pear, and it was very like soft scent out of the ones. It wasn't the strongest lingering one, but I still would repurchase it. We have barely made a dent, people. Right, let's go on some more. So we have another Liqueur item, which is the Aldi brand. This is their charcoal micellar water, which is purifying and detoxifying with charcoal, coconut and bamboo. I really like this. So what I do sometimes, not every day, I've got a bit of a funny skincare routine. So what I will do sometimes is use some sort of like added extra micellar water, if that makes sense. So I had like the Pixie Glow Tonic and I had this. So I would sometimes use those opposed to like normal micellar water. So it's like cleaning your skin but then putting something back into it. And I really liked it and I would repurchase it. Quite a lot of stuff at Aldi, they're not available all the time, so next time I saw that I would definitely grab one. I have a body fragrance. This is the Super Tonic Orange Gasm by Soap and Glory, and this came with an Orange Gasm, which is one of their more famous scents, in a body wash years ago, and it took me such a long time, as you can imagine, to use this. It was very nice orangey scent where it wasn't too much or overbearing, and you didn't go out smelling like 100% like orange. It was just a nice little fruity top up, and when I'm just in the house I normally just use one of those. Okay, now I'm getting in, I can maybe do some sort of order. We have another perfume, let's do that while we're at it. This is Lamb by Gwen Stefani, or by Gwen Stefani Lamb. This, the top's just popped off. I had this when I was maybe 15 or 16, and then a few years ago I saw another bottle of it in a discount store and I could not resist it. I love the packaging of it. It's very, I don't know what the notes of it are, because it's quite a masculine scent, I would maybe say, or like a neutral, gender neutral scent. I absolutely love this, and if I saw it again I would 100% buy it. It was just so nostalgic for me. I don't know if I can recycle that or not, possibly not. But yeah, I love that, and I love just the idea of, just the nostalgia of it was basically one of the reasons why I loved it. I have two candles. The first one is the White Linen Candle Jar. I think this is just from Tesco's. It had a burn hour of 50 hours, and it was just a nice clean fragrance. And what the best thing about this is that it burned really, really nicely and really, really evenly. Normally with these big glass ones, I find they don't burn very well and don't burn very straight. I'm running out of space to put things, but I really like the way this burns, so I would definitely look at their range in the future. One that was in more of a tin is the Winter Nights, Crisp Winter Nights. I'm not sure what brand this is from, but I've seen these a few places in a few different scents. Again, burnt really nicely and very down. This is more like a wintry scent, and more of like there's a bit of cinnamon in there, so it's not 100% for me because I don't love warm scents that much. I don't know if this even says any more of a, no. But I say, does it have a note description? So I wouldn't repurchase it, but I would repurchase it from that brand because, like I say, the way that they burnt was really nice. We have tons of Lush bags. Let's have a look. So first of all, we have the Sugar Plum Fairy Body Scrub. So this was a Christmas item. It was kind of like a dome semicircle, and although it is a body scrub, it's very, very soft, and you can feel kind of like the oils in it. So whereas their normal body scrubs are really hard, this one's a bit more of a softer item. So I think it's gonna, I've still got a bit of it left in the shower, and I've gone through it a lot quicker than I ever have any other scrub bars from Lush. So for cost effectiveness it was a bit, but in general I really like the product, and it smelled like blackcurrant, which is always a win. We have another portion of the Snow Fairy Roulade. I think I spoke about this before because I've had so many packets of it. So it was the Snow Fairy scent in a bubble bar, and they had it where you could pick how big a section you wanted to cut off. So I would repurchase that. We then have the Golden Wonder Bath Bomb. This is a classic for Lush's Christmas range, and I really hope it comes back again this year. It looks like a golden present, but when you put it in, it is blue inside, and it smells incredible. A Naughty Elf Bubble Bar, and they didn't have Peeping Santa this year. I feel like this was their equivalent to Peeping Santa, but it wasn't great. It was very, very hard bubble bar to snap off, and it didn't have a very good scent, or it didn't have as good a scent as the Peeping Santa, which is what I was comparing it to, so wouldn't repurchase that. Ooh, three more Lush items while we're going. I have the I Love Juicy shampoo. This is a very nice clarifying shampoo. It's great for greasy hair and removing oils. It's very fruity. So I have repurchased this a lot. I've gone through multiple bottles, but at the moment I may have found like my holy grail shampoo that you'll be seeing in next month's Empties. So for now, this might go on the back burner because I think I found a cheaper and just as good version. And we have a Snow Fairy shower gel, classic throughout the years. Everyone knows the Snow Fairy scent. It's sugary, it's sweet, it's delicious, and I would 100% buy that again. Now this is the Sunny Day anti-static hair detangler. Now I got this from Lush Oxford Street, this is 3 years ago, because it's been expired for 2 years, and this is how long it's taken me to go through this. I ummed and ahed about it, and now I don't have it. I do miss it because my hair can get very staticky, and it is an anti-static, like say, detangler. So what I would do is I would just spray this on kind of like semi-wet hair. So I would blow dry it a bit, then I would spray this in. It smelled like lavender, so it was kind of like a hair perfume as well. So I'm feeling like I may repurchase it. I guess, even though it's a little bit pricey, it took me like 3 years to use the first time. Ooh, and just like that, we're near the bottom. I think where like I had a few larger items, like we're going to now skip through these. I have one absolute fail that we'll talk about right at the end. I have a Tarte that I have used up. This is the Kushtico Unicorn Dreams. It kind of smells like Snow Fairy, where it is very sweet, and I didn't expect that from the fact that it was Unicorn Dreams. I will link Kushtico down below. They are a great Tarte company that is based in the UK, but I believe they do ship internationally. They're really, really great, and they've just started to come out with their own like bath and body line as well, so definitely I will leave that linked down below for you. We have some samples of skincare. We have the Glam Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturiser in Nude Glow. Now I didn't think, for me, I'm a little bit of a combination greasy skin, so I couldn't wear this and then put makeup over the top. It did have a bit of a, I don't know if you can see, like you say, it's a nude glow. It was a very almost like shiny finish, so it's very, very illuminating. It reminds me of some of those like Becca backlight primer that they did, where it was kind of like an illuminating primer. But for me, I just wore this on as a day that I wasn't wearing makeup, and it obviously gave my skin a bit of a lift and a bit of a glow. So I probably wouldn't repurchase it because I had to find ways to use it. It wasn't something I could use every day. We then have the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturiser. This is a really nice product, but Peter Thomas Roth is very, very expensive, and this is not worth the money in my opinion. Sorry, Austin's just joined us and he's using the tripod as like a, I don't even know what he's doing right now. So this is like a gel cream formula. It was nice. I wouldn't repurchase it because it's so expensive. We have some e.l.f. cleansing cloths. I did buy like a pack of 3 of these, and I don't know if this is the last one or if I have one more left. I liked it. I'm really trying to reduce my wipe usage at the moment, which I guess everybody should do because recycling and the environment and stuff is very, very important. So I wouldn't repurchase them just because I'm trying not to repurchase wipes in general, and I have other wipes that I liked more than these ones. We have the Wild About Beauty Rose Water Illuminating Serum. Now this was similar kind of to that Glam Glow one, where it had a little bit of a shimmer and a bit of a sheen to it, and it did smell very much like rose and rose water. So I would use this and then put moisturiser over the top because it wasn't really thick enough to be very hydrating. So I'm in a mixture of this. I got this in a Birchbox, so I didn't actually buy it, and I've got a feeling it's possibly expensive. So for now I would not repurchase it, but I had a really good experience with the product, if that makes sense. And an absolute fail, my friends. This is the Maybelline Superstay Setting Spray. Now this, it says shake well before use, but I'm just going to try it again on my skin right now. So the problem I had with this is, one, it took forever to pump up, and then when it did pump up, let me just see what it's like. I sprayed it all over my face, and I literally was like a Dalmatian covered in spots when it dried down. When I sprayed it on, it was fine, but then as I dried, so I normally put my base makeup on, I spray, and then I come back and do my eye makeup. So when I came back to the mirror to do my eye makeup, I was just covered in white spots. It's still doing it now. I don't even know what it is about it, but I just couldn't trust it. Tried this 3 times, and every single time it left me with some sort of white cast or white deposit on my face, and therefore I don't have time to keep trying this because I don't have time to keep removing my makeup and putting it back on. I'm not about that life, so I would not recommend this. I like the e.l.f. ones and the Revolution ones better, and they are way, way cheaper. So that is Empties for another few months. Yeah, I'm impressed with how much I got through. I have a lot more stuff that's on the end of its use. So let me know some of your favourites down below. I'm always looking for new products to try, especially skincare. I'm looking for an eye cream. Give me some favourites. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.